Slave will slay, how you stand in the rain. Snow is the sand, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away, he's a blue blood, here to stay. Here's a new bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to podcast number 15. Starring who? I Must Be Dead and the legendary legend Evan Romine.
Why do you always do that? You can't say legendary legend?
Okay, why don't you call me legendary legend anymore?
Because we changed the name of the Fuckcast. It used to be I Must Be Dead's Variety Fuckcast featuring legendary Levin.
Legendary Levin?
Evan Romine. But
So
we shortened it to
so
the
we're going
Fuckcast.
so we kind of stripped it down. We're going acoustic now. Like our acoustic
You're stripping
performance.
us down?
We're maturing. We're getting better. So it's just McKay and Evan hanging out, talking.
And this is number 15. So let me do the bullet points and then we'll get fucking started. All right?
Rock and roll.
For rock and roll. Okay. First bullet point is holiday season. What do you want for Christmas, Evan? We're gonna figure out. Evan said his was pretty shallow, so
We should save that one for last, so people are like engaged.
you want to
the
do a
entire
switcheroo?
time.
Switcheroo? Because the fifth one is gambling. Because we have I decided that we should put some gambling in the show, but these are just bullet points. Let me get through them. Number 2 is wingmanning. Me and Evan have been talking about wingmanning each other lately, so we're gonna talk about that. Number 3 is the don'ts and do's of being a man in the holiday season. Don'ts and do's of being a man in the holiday season. Number 4 is user suggestion, which we forgot to figure out. Fuck,
we're terrible at this shit. We were getting firewood.
Oh,
You had one job. Wait, didn't
No,
you?
I had a lot of
Didn't
jobs.
you already tell me what it was?
User suggestion was something. I'll look it up on my phone.
We'll get it. We'll
Yeah.
get this going for you guys. Don't
Number
worry.
5 was gambling.
Gambling.
Do you want to start with gambling, or you want?
No, let's save that for the end. I think we could talk about Christmas wishes and Christmas dreams.
What do you
and
want
what we
for
want?
Christmas? Okay, so do you want me to go first, or you go first?
I would like you to go first. I think.
What?
So wait, hold on. Let's just set some ground rules here because I'm still deciding on mine.
All right,
but
cool.
what you're saying is that we could have whatever we want. Like if I said I want to have Jessica Alba give me a blowjob, that's like a real thing that can happen,
well,
or is it like a realistic
Well,
goal
let's
that
do
I
it
want?
on 2 levels. The 2 levels are anything you want. No,
All right,
no
okay,
amount of money.
Jessica Alba blowjob.
Just hold off, all right?
Okay.
We'll get to your Jessica
Okay.
Alba blowjob.
Okay.
Okay. Anything you want ever, I want that answer, which we already know, and then I want what you want from me, like what, and you know
like
me as a friend.
If you were to give me a present,
Yeah, like, hey, Evan, what do you want for Christmas? And then you just answered it. Like, we weren't on the Fuckcast. Like, I actually asked you because I gave a shit about you.
should we put a limit on the price so one of us is not like,
Yeah, we'll
well, I
talk
got a
about-
bonus
okay.
from work, so I'm gonna get you
So
like a.
I'd spend I'd say like $20, $30 on a present for you.
All right, I'd say I would. You know what? I'd go up to 50 for you.
What?
If I saw something that you really
What?
liked
You're
and
just
it was
making-
$50,
You're
I'd
just
I'd
trying to
give
make me look like an asshole
No,
in public
I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm saying that we're good enough friends where I think at the point in my life, I'm
Well,
29 years old,
I
I can
tricked your
spend
ass,
$50
'cause I was-
on friends. I don't have a whole lot of friends, so I can focus a little bit more money on one friend.
I was just testing you because I would really go to 100, and I wanted to see where your level was at.
You're a liar.
Okay, so let's do it. Okay, anything in the world, Evan. Anything you can have anything. There's no limits on your money or nothing. What do you want?
Wow, I think, the superficial answer is always money because you can literally get whatever you want. You can make your things come true. I think you and I, if we just had a million, I think, okay, when I'm going to answer your question here, but when I'm saying is that I think there's people that can make their wishes come true, and there's people that could never achieve it. Like if the guy who
What
mows
the
your
fuck are you talking
like
about?
if the guy who comes over and mows your lawn is like, I want to be a professional photographer, like that's a big wish for him. Whereas like if I want to be a professional photographer and you want to be a professional photographer, there's just like a few more steps we need to go.
So we would never wish for that.
So yeah,
When someone else's wish, that would be all they ever wanted.
But if he just asked for $100,000 or like $1 million, $100 million or something like that, he'd still have to go through all these steps. So for me, if I just asked for a bunch of money,
I'm confused as fuck. Just what?
I would say like
What do you want?
like $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion, because then I'd be able to achieve all my dreams.
We should have laid more fucking ground rules. Cause
What do you want to go like back in time or some shit?
Obviously, we're gonna say money. I mean, that's like the stupid answer. Like,
Yeah, I
like
mean-
Jessica Alba blowjob was the funny answer. Like, give me a like. I know you would like. That's when someone gets a genie and they're like, "What would you wish for?" I'd wish for more wishes. It's like the stupid answer.
All right. Well, if I had any amount of whatever, and I guess this could probably help me get all my money too, is I want to be able to control when I turn invisible. I want to turn invisible so I
you
can
want
go
a
like.
superpower? No.
No,
Let's
that's
keep
not,
it
it's a
practical.
wish. You said anything. You said anything
No,
at
no.
all.
Yeah, but not money. Like, oh, I would. I
Dude,
thought
that's not money.
Jessica Alba blowjob was a funny reason. Like, what if I want a roller coaster made, with fucking ice cream instead of water just splashing it? Like,
But
just
dude,
a stupid wish.
But dude, if you're making wishes instead of like I want like one blowjob from Jessica Alba, like no, I want every single day for the rest of my life
To be blown
for
by
Jessica Alba to drive over to my house,
You can't
come
get
over
that
and
for
fillet-
Christmas, dude.
You-
I could maybe.
I'm
afford-
wishing.
I know, but
We're still on the unrealistic side.
That wouldn't be a gift. They wouldn't give you Jessica Alba as a blowjob slave for life as a gift.
It's a
Like,
wish.
Maybe they could get you.
I'm not asking like
Maybe
Santa.
maybe they
I'm
can
saying
get
it's
you
a wish.
one.
A fucking genie comes out with a Christmas hat on and
Yeah,
gives
but
me a wish.
a blowjob from Jessica Alba once is a realistic gift, whereas a blowjob from Jessica Alba for the rest
Oh,
of your life.
do you think it's really
is
realistic that
unrealistic.
Jessica Alba will like be like, hold on, how much are you gonna pay me to go blow this guy? Yeah, I'll do it.
How much would like a celebrity like that blow someone for? Probably not, right? Because they already have a couple
Well,
million bucks.
I don't know if they would actually do it. I think they have a lot of money. I think if you go to like a girl who's a nurse or something like that and makes $30,000 a year and works her ass off, if you said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a $1 million for a blowjob,"
she'd
they'd go,
probably do it.
"Absolutely."
Mostly any woman, probably.
Yeah, except
But
if you're,
Jessica Alba-
if you're a celebrity though. But that's
Jessica
what makes
Alba
it
wouldn't.
tricky. You
But
have to
would-
like
but would-
kidnap her kid or something like that.
No, but like, do billionaires just go, "Well, here's $1 billion," and that's not her range, so she's like, "Okay, well, I'll blow this fucking
How much do you think we could get her for?
like a Jessica." Okay, so she's a millionaire.
You
so
gotta
I'm
think.
gonna go with-
You
she
gotta
would
think of
blow
a flight.
someone?
She's probably got to fly with an entourage.
She would blow
She's gonna have
someone?
I gotta have a makeup artist and a hairstylist to make sure she looks good for the blowjob.
500 million. She would. That would like someone's like 500 million. You blow me. Okay.
Because I mean,
She'd
like
probably
even if you
say
think of like production costs of what that would actually take to like logistically
No,
get her here.
There's no production costs. You just send her an email that says, "Hey, just Calvo, we were thinking we're a bunch of businessmen who just have
Don't worry,
billions of dollars.
Trust us, it's
Trust us.
legit.
This is a legit offer. Email 500 million. Blow Evan. No big deal. It's Christmas. McKay, Big Daddy McKay, wants he's got pockets as deep as the ocean. Wants to buy him a blowjob. 500 million.
Yeah, but if you just wish for a bunch of money though, you can always just be like, okay, well, whatever the price is, like. I've got a tree that grows that fucking drops money out from it. Like I don't have, there's no price, there's no price restriction.
So how do friends? My question to you is: we were just saying, oh, I'd spend $20 in it. I'd spend 50. I'd spend 100. Like if we were both billionaires, how are you supposed to be a good friend? Like,
Hey,
what?
you know that new yacht I saw you checking out at the pier the other
Here's a
day?
yacht.
I got it for you.
Here's a yacht. But he's like, I have $1 billion too. I don't give a fuck about this present. Like, how do you be good friends to
Do you
billionaires?
think they do like rich people stuff? Like they take like packs of money out and burn them in front of homeless people or something?
Would we do that?
No, that's what like. Do you think that's what rich people do? I think they play
So I'm
like
saying, if
like
we
the
were the
movie Rat
billionaires-
Race. They have all the gambling where they're like they have all the guys on the plane and they're in a private jet. And you think there's turbulence, you think there's a problem, but really they level out after someone pukes, and they go, "Oh, we all bet on Johnson to puke first." Like rich people stuff, they probably
Yeah.
bet like $1,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
If we were billionaires, would we be the kind of assholes who do that, or
No,
would
dude,
we be nice
wouldn't.
billionaires?
Dude, we're the kind of guys who come from nothing and have that. If you were born into it and you knew you're gonna be rich for the rest of your life, you're definitely
wrong.
gonna think about it.
You're
differently.
wrong, because maybe that's for you, but for me, I would do all kinds of shitty stuff.
Go
with
out
my
and
money.
blaze of glory.
This is a weird thing to express to people live and fucking on air. But if I was super rich, these are some dumb things I would do. For some reason, since I was like 7 or 10 years old, I wanted to buy 100 meatball subs from Subway and just throw them at cars at windshields. Because I think people would be pissed off at two things. A, they got a meatball sub all over their windshield. And B, you just wasted a perfectly good foot-long meatball sub. As a 10-year-old, that blew my mind. I was like, wow, if I get rich, I have to do this someday, is throw meatball subs out of a car. Right? And my second one is just as fucked up. It's just weird. I, for some reason, have fixated on one item in the grocery store that if I was a billionaire, I would walk around and buy all the toothbrushes out of grocery stores.
So nobody can. And they're like, "Oh man, my teeth stink. Oh
Yeah.
my, there's no toothbrushes anywhere."
You rarely have to buy a toothbrush at the grocery store. It's like once every, 6 months, they say, or something, like when the blue stripe goes out or something. Like, you rarely have to buy a new toothbrush. I think for some fucked up reason, it would be funny to someone goes to, like, Publix or Fry's or something like that, a grocery store, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a toothbrush," and they're like, "Oh, we're out of toothbrushes."
What? No, you can't.
Just
be.
the look
That's
on
not-
the look on their face when they realize.
And then
you're sold
Evans
out.
and the Invisible taking pictures.
Yeah, fucking moronic are my two.
I like your
billion.
Christmas wishes. That's nice.
Those are my Christmas wishes. That's what I'd do if I was a billionaire.
So if you got $1 billion, those are the.
That would be my wish.
Okay.
All right, so
okay.
can we get to mine?
So realistic gift, McKay. This season, what are you looking for? Up to about
The realistic,
$50.
the realistic one.
Yeah. What would you want? Like a Blu-ray DVD set or something like that, or
You know what, man? I don't have a TV. I'd love like a fucking.
$50, bro.
Oh, okay. My $50 gift from you.
Yeah.
I'd probably ask you for like a book,
Oh yeah.
or I need a nice filter for my lens, camera lens,
Okay. Yeah,
You
like
know,
a
like
nice
an
German.
ND filter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
That's like $50, a cheap one. I don't know. Maybe like a softbox. Oh wait, that's a couple $100.
Yeah.
God, $50.
Right? That's like $50 seems like a.
And it can't be a gift card. That's the cheap way out, right?
Yeah.
I want $50 to Best Buy. No, asshole.
God damn it.
Let's think about each other for a minute. $50.
He's
What was
wearing
the first one I
glasses.
said?
Best Buy.
What was the first one I said?
Evan's got a cat. PetSmart.
Wait a sec. What was the first one I said for $50?
You said
Not a filter, but I said something else.
you wanted a TV.
Oh, $50. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't get one of those.
Maybe if I would have known, I would have gone door busting at Black Friday.
Got me that 60-inch.
Oh yeah.
That was
Kill
like
a few people in the way, like seriously murder people to get a TV.
All right, well, $50. I'll just take. I'll take some books from the bookstore. That'd be nice. Buy me like a photography book or something.
Okay.
Coffee table photography book. Boom. Get
like
me that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like we were joking as the thing before, but I'm gonna buy you a Christmas gift. So buy me a coffee table photography book.
Okay.
Like we're making a deal right now.
All right.
Secret Santa, but just with 2 people. That's a genius idea. I want to do Secret Santa with you, Evan. But there's only
All right. So
2
you're gonna
of us.
sign up. We're gonna have someone shuffle it. We're gonna pick out of the hat, and if you get your own name, you have to move on to the next person. But if you get the other person,
Yeah, you can't get your own.
you can't gift yourself.
That's a loop in the system,
Right?
You can't manipulate 2-person Secret Santa. the 2 SS or whatever.
Two Secret Santa.
Yeah. Okay. So what about what I would get if I had unlimited, like wasn't from you?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Don't dilly dally, man. We gotta move
It's
on. We got four of the
It's a
topics.
blowjob, but not from Jessica Alba. Like you hit the nail on the head with the blowjob. Yes, I want a blowjob for Christmas but it's not from Jessica Alba. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, but not my number one. I'd like a blowjob. Is that your number one? You were saying?
I kind of threw it out there,
JP?
but it actually
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea. I'd go pre her having a baby, though.
So okay, well whatever. You could have pre-baby Jessica Alba blowjob.
I mean, for wishing here, you know.
So I can go to like Cleopatra blowjob.
Could we be doing it
Could
on
have
like a
a-
pile of cash that's mine or something like that? Like,
Whoa, okay. We weren't talking about that. We were talking about who's my number one. I don't
oh
know.
yeah, okay. Now tell me who your number one would be.
I don't know. Who's the number one?
Is it like a celebrity or is it a model?
I'm not
Is
gonna
it
say a model. Someone's
somebody?
name.
Is it someone you know? Is it maybe one of our listeners right now?
No, that's personal.
Oh, okay,
No, we'll stick to celebrity.
okay.
Can I have a blowjob from anyone?
Yeah,
Even though-
any era as well. You can
But
have
to be
like,
honest, I'd rather have a blowjob from someone personal from me right now than any
so it's not
celebrity
just like
ever.
a business transaction. You're just
Yeah.
like, hi, nice to
I
meet you.
knew
I'm
that
so and so.
She would know it's Make-A-Wish.
I'll be the one blowing you. Do you think she'd put the effort in either?
She would know it's grown up. Yeah, she wouldn't really want to be into
You want
it.
to make sure you pick a good
Yeah,
actress either
That's what
way.
I'm saying. I think the realistic blowjob would be from someone like, all right, this feels like they're
Like
actually-
Oscar-winning
Yeah.
award performance for a blowjob
Yeah.
goes to
She'd be fucking. She'd
Jessica Alba.
It would satisfy my emotions more rather than just the business transaction from Jessica Alba.
Okay, what if that was part of your wish though? You have to get a blowjob every year from the celebrity, and then you have to. There actually has to be a category at the Oscars. That's part of your wish too, where they actually go like, and best performance in blowjob goes to
The actor,
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman for blowing Evan for all of his life.
They have to like show a clip of it, like in a classy way,
Would it be like a mosaic?
like the wind's blowing in her hair or something like that.
It would create one blowjob scene out of 1,000,000 blowjob scenes. That's what I'm saying with the mosaic.
The 3-hour-long epic trilogy.
Nicole Kidman blows Evan for eternity.
It's just people. Something that people just have to deal with. Like every year, that movie comes out, and they're like, "Oh God damn it! I gotta walk by that poster. They're gonna be promoting it everywhere. It's gonna be on the side of subways. Is Evan's penis?" It's the motion picture event of the year.
Motion picture event of the year. The longest running series ever. That's what you get a lifetime.
Just surpassed James Bond movies.
You get a lifetime achievement award for the Nicole Kidman blowing Evan. She gets a lifetime achievement, or you do?
I think she would.
Takes a lot of stamina to get blown fucking by the same woman forever. Do you think it's harder for her or harder for her?
She can spice it up each time.
What's harder, giving a guy his millionth blowjob or getting a blowjob from the millionth woman for the same fucking time? Like, oh, I hear this bitch talk for 1,000,000
I know
years.
what's coming next. The little tongue thing.
I was done after 100 blowjobs from her. Now I have to get fucking.
Yeah. All right, we should move on. I mean, I could talk all day about blowjobs. Don't get me wrong, but
Where's the list? Okay.
Well, I was thinking. I didn't tell you what I wanted for Christmas for under $50.
I said photography.
You
coffee
want a
table
coffee
book.
table book? I think
For
I
real,
could
what do you
find
want?
Something for reals?
Yeah, for real. What do you want? 25, $19.
That actually kind of sounds. I thought we went up to 50. We both went up to 50.
$49.
Okay, $49.99. Is that cool?
Yes.
Dude, I don't know. I
put on a little tiny 9 like they do at the gas stations.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is that? Like
Is that
a
part
fraction
of the
a
barcode,
cent?
or is that the 99-cent sign?
Why do gas stations are the only ones who can take advantage of the
They rape you, man.
the percentage of the 99-cent sign?
It's fucked up.
That
So
makes any sense.
I
What do
don't
you
know,
want from
man.
me?
That actually sounds like a good idea to get like a cool like printed photography book.
Dude,
But I don't. I'm not
can't
gonna.
copy
I'm not
me.
gonna steal your idea and copy you. Okay.
All right.
Calm down. So, I don't know. I was thinking I don't really need any like movies or Blu-ray or anything like that. I'm thinking about stuff that I need for my camera. So I don't know. Maybe something we could just kind of like combine our Christmas presents and get something for the podcast here. Maybe like one of those recorder things, a 4-track
You're
recorder.
going unselfish on me.
Maybe I can go unselfish.
I was
Maybe
going selfish, and now you're making me look like a dick again, man. Jesus. Which is, I'm tricking you again because I was testing you, and I was arguing to say I already spent the money on the fucking podcast for the holiday
So that's your present
I
is something
preempted.
you don't actually give me anything. You give me a box that says I paid for the last couple of like weeks of this.
like forcing the present on you
Yeah.
and trying to make you feel good about it.
It's like, oh, remember I kept like you borrowed money and like I never asked you for it back and everything was cool. Well, that's your Christmas present. I'm just gonna let you have that.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that doesn't get me anything. I don't feel special.
Well, I think that's a great idea. Let's fuck buying something for each other. Let's buy something that progresses the fuck.
Combine forces. We're actually gonna hold our fists up together right
Yeah.
now.
Boom. Pump
Boom.
it.
Pump it.
When our powers combine. Ow. That hurts.
Powers combined.
All right.
All right.
Well, yeah.
So
Let's
move
go on
on
to the next topic.
Let's move on to the next topic.
I gotta
please.
light a cigar though.
Okay.
What people they already know we got gambling going on tonight.
So we're
We're
gonna
gonna
do everything.
Live,
We're
we're gonna
smoking. We're drinking. We got
tell them what we did to our bubbler too.
Oh,
We put
Gatorade. And the flavor of the day is
Grape, right?
purple berry.
So we had purple berry water in our bubbler that we smoked out of. We're gonna gamble live with the scratch off cards. I'm gonna smoke a cigar. We got a fire going on, and we're drunk from vodka.
I feel like we should
earlier.
be doing something other like manly. Like we should be getting like a
You
shave
chopped
from
wood,
someone.
bro.
I fucking
You chopped wood for the fire. I need to get a shave.
You know, like a nice like a hot like towel.
If you gave me a shave with the axe that you chopped the wood with, then that would be pretty manly.
What if we had ladies doing it for us?
Like that would
Like sexy ladies,
No,
like
dude.
in
like that sounds hot.
like they're
I'm
just
not gonna-
wearing they're just wearing an apron and
I'm
they're
not
cutting
going
our
to
hair.
disagree with that. We should have ladies doing that kind of stuff for us, but to be a manly outdoors kind of scene, the hot ladies are never doing that stuff. But all right, so let's
That's
go on
true.
to the next topic, which is wing manning. Oh, this is going to be a disaster.
Oh man!
Okay.
So
Let me light
we
the
thought-
cigar while you.
Okay,
while
you do that.
Okay.
I was thinking that we could talk about wing manning and all the different things that go along with it. for those of you who may not know, what being a wingman is you're basically getting an assist on your friend, or it could be a stranger, could be a random person in the bar. You're basically helping someone to the point where they can, maybe go home and have sex with someone, or a relationship could start. So sometimes people need a little boost, a little push in the right direction, and sometimes it's kind of like Hitch. You got to have some help,
Do you want one of these, by the way? Do you want me to talk while you light one up?
Yeah, if you got it on you, or I have to walk somewhere.
Pick one out of the bag.
We got different flavors?
We got different choices. Pick one out of the bag. Let me take over this wingmanning.
Is there one that tastes like Jessica Alba's spit?
Yeah, I got Jessica Alba's balls in there. That's the flavor. I got rum, vanilla, chocolate, and Jessica Alba's spit.
Oh, dude, I want vanilla.
All right, well, load that up.
Chocolate?
Okay, so wingmanning. What? Yeah, pick that one.
This
All
one?
right, yeah, good. All right, let me give you a lighter. Anyhow, wingmanning. So, Evan, do we ever wingman for each other?
I think we do.
Do we, like, I got your back, you got my back?
Yeah, I think.
Like, we're gonna let's not name names here, but we're supportive of each other, right?
Yeah, I think we are. I think for you, you're a good friend, and I want you to be successful in your photography and your personal life and everything. So, I think we can help each other out. I think one thing that can tear friendships apart, though, is if we're both going for the same girl. So I think
that's where we're good friends. Cause
I think
I see that you have a girl, and I'm like, you know what? He's a good enough friend. I want him to be happy. Let me help him out with this.
I'm thinking
she's
maybe
a great girl.
Maybe we just have like an unspoken dibs thing. If I'm like, oh hey, I'm talking to this girl, and I like give you like a wink or something like that, you just kind of know that I'm like, all right, this girl is off limits.
So
and also
you just wink where I'll throw like, why not like wolves? Like you pee on the girl and then I marked her as mine.
You walk in the girl and go, you've been marked.
You've been marked. My dog used to just piss over every mailbox. So can you just walk into a room and just start pissing on like 14 girls and mark them all?
Well, I'm thinking what we kind of do is say, all right, so when we like a girl, what we do is we kind of unofficially bring it up that we go, oh, so I've been talking to this person named so-and-so. And then as soon as you kind of like hear that word, that the word spoken that way, you kind of like wink at each other. And then you know from then on to stay away from that girl. And also that your wingmanning responsibilities have now begun.
Engaged.
Wingman
engaged.
Why hey, Evan, can I talk to you? Yeah, McKay, what's up? I've been talking to a girl. Her name is blank. And I go, wink. And you go, wink. And then I know that person, I got your back, man. I'm going to hook you up as much as I can. So if I see them on Facebook chat, I'm going to go, oh, McKay's such a great guy. He's got all these good qualities.
Here's the point.
He's handsome.
Here's a good wingman thing. Okay, so after you engage me, you're like, wingman engage. And I go, I do all that robot shit, turn into a wingman, right? And then what I would do, this is called, like, you can't talk yourself up, but, like, your friend can. Like, so you walk up to a girl, and you say, hey, what's up? You know, you're not hitting on her or anything because you're wingmanning. But you're like, you know, you bring something up about your friend, like, oh, man, I was hanging out with fucking Evan, you know. That dude's just so cool, man. We were talking about doing this project or something like that. Like, you just try to, you're, like, boosting the girl's, like, impression of your friend.
You're supporting your friend. You're not overshadowing. You're not making it too obvious, too.
Whereas if you walked up to her and you were like, oh, I'm doing this project. I'm a really cool guy. Like, fucking, I have a great sense of humor.
Makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah, you look like an asshole. You can't say that to yourself.
I'll tell you right now, that's exactly how I feel about my photography. If someone's like, oh, hey, do you, like, do photography? I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm all right, you know, like I'm not, you know, where I want to be, but like a good person would be like, oh, dude, I'm fucking awesome. Like if I said, oh, of course I'm a good photographer, like I just kick ass, they'd be like, what an arrogant asshole.
What a fucking
So if you do that with a girl, it'd be like, hey, you want to hook up tonight? It's like that's like overconfidence, and girls don't like that. You gotta have someone else.
A good wingman knows that and knows the game, and goes up to the girl and naturally brings up a good point about his friend or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that dude's great in bed. Evan will just bang the man.
He's got like a 6 long. He's like a good like solid 7-inch dick.
You could play it off negative. You're telling her he's like, God, man, you know that guy fucking Evan? Like, my sister, he fucked my sister, and it pisses me off so much. But she said he was the best lay he ever had, man. But that pisses me the fuck off.
But you know what? He's a good guy, and I'm okay with it. I let him have that one.
He doesn't even have to say that. Whether he keeps it angry or not, the girl's still into it. She's like, oh, shit.
Well, that's like
that would be a great wingman.
That'd be a great thing to wingman, you know, or like have like a story or something where you like start talking to a girl and maybe I'm like, oh hey, let's go out for dinner, and like my buddy McKay is gonna come with me, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to go, I've got an emergency or something, like I just got a text, and I leave you two together, and like I set you up. Is that different from wingmanning?
No,
Were you
that's
setting
good.
someone up, or is that?
No, that's a wingman is anyone who assists in like fucking getting the girl. So like, if you do any move that improves your friend's situation on purpose, then you're wingmanning. You know what I mean? Like,
I think so.
I think
It could
emergency is a great one.
It could just be a slight nudge, or it could be something like, you know,
What's
steal-
Evan's
like,
emergency? What
break-
is-
I was like, you know, if your wingman is someone, like if you were with a girl and you're like, hey man, you know, we both met at this place, and you know, I don't mean to enact the bro code or anything, but could you like break into her car and like make it so her car won't start, and I have to like come home with me?
How far would I go for you to wingman?
Yeah.
It's like,
Would
would
you
I
kill-
murder
Would
someone?
you murder someone for my love?
And it's like, hey man, her husband, I'm really into this girl. Just fucking kill this dude.
She's got like a, she's got like a 2-year-old kid. Like if you could just make them disappear, I could really like move in for the kill with this girl.
You're like,
Her kid's the one thing holding us back.
I'm like, no, and you're like, you're not being a good friend, bro.
Bro,
Like, come
please,
on.
it's the code.
Okay, well that's how far would I go?
How
for
far
you?
would you go? I think it's good to establish that right now, so I don't ask too much of you.
I would probably fucking. God, how much would I do for you? You know what? I might.
I don't.
Vandalize
Okay,
somebody's
you know what?
car.
I
might,
yeah,
like you said, cut a wire for you. If it was like
slash her tires.
it also depends on how much you feel about the girl. Like if you're like, oh, I want to fuck this girl. No, I wouldn't slash her tires. I'd maybe like talk you up or something like that. But if you're like, this is the love of my life, she doesn't see it yet though. You have to slash her tires so I can save her and then she'll love me. Like I would do that if it was the love of your life. But
You could like pose as the limo driver or something like that. Hello, Mr. Romine. He's a really good client of
I would
mine. He
get-
always tips well and takes really good care of us,
Yeah.
man. You're in good hands.
I would go fucking extreme. But for a girl you just want to fuck like at the bar, I'd probably just say like hi to her for you. Like
And I'll tell you right now, I don't think I'd ever ask you to murder someone. I mean, I think that I wouldn't ask you to do something I wouldn't be willing to do as well. So, like, yeah, you can't be like, oh, I'd murder someone for you, bro. And it's like, okay, well, would you murder someone for me? Or can I murder someone for you? You know, you got to ask that.
well, that's the same thing. Would you die for me, man? Would you take a bullet for me?
I don't know, man. That'd be
I don't
pretty
know if
cool.
we're at
That'd be
that
pretty
level
cool.
yet.
That'd be a pretty cool story though. But I'd feel like a dick if you lived, and I'd be like, hey, why don't you like take a jump in front of me or something like that? Like, yeah, I don't think we should be friends anymore. So, I would say that like I would go pretty far for you, but I wouldn't like. I don't know. I could probably vandalize something. I don't give a fuck.
I was like, break her window or something like that. Like
Yeah,
throw a
get
rock
her-
through a window
like
or something.
pretend like our house is haunted.
But like someone's trying to rape her and she'll call me and I'll fucking.
That's part of the dentist system on It's Always Sunny.
Oh yeah.
What's it? Nurture dependence. He
Yeah.
like slashed her tires in her car and like calls from like a payphone. He's like, "You're gonna die tonight, bitch." Like
So
you gotta nurture the dependence.
You know what? I would probably do that for you. I'd vandalize something if you like were kind of into a girl. You're like, all right, dude.
I don't want her to feel safe in this neighborhood. I want her
Call
to move
her-
in with me, but she's
call-
like, she feels safe. So I'm
Yeah.
like, if someone could maybe like mug
Call her.
her or throw a brick through the window or something like that.
How does like on Scream? Like, hello, Janet.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm gonna rape you if you stay in this neighborhood. You have 3 hours to move out and move in with Evan Romine. I will rape you anyways if you leave unless you go move in with Evan Romine.
Is that you, McKay? No.
No. Listen to me. If you don't move out in 3 hours, it doesn't matter where you go anywhere but Evan Romine's dick, you will be raped. So you're fucked. Please do that. I would do that for you.
Aw, McKay, that's sweet.
What would? Okay, so what would you do for me?
I think I would send someone a message, like I wouldn't like kill their dog or anything, and I'd probably throw a brick through a window or something like that, or give like a bad call, or make their life a
would
living
you-
hell.
Would you put a note on the brick for me? What would your note say to the girl if you were trying to get her to stay with me?
I don't know what ethnicity is your girlfriend.
What?
I'm saying if you were trying to get me to move in, and I was like, okay, what ethnicity? Because if she was black, I'd be like, go home, black people, go back to Africa or something like that.
You got to bring racism into this. Just bring hatred into
I'm
it.
saying that as a wingman, that'd be a good way to like put the nail in the coffin on that subject,
What? She's white, man. I don't know. Is that racist?
Go back to Canada.
Go back to Canada? Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I think I'd go pretty far for you. I think we're good buddies now.
All right. You'd vandalize?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, have you had any experiences where you've helped someone to get into with the other girl, like a wingman
Like a
experience?
real wingman
Yeah, give me like a
experience?
real life McKay wingman experience.
I think I get, like, it's kind of an odd situation, but this was a good wingman. Was a guy just needed me to get a girl to a bar, right? But that girl didn't want to see that guy, so I had to wingman and tell her a story about getting her to the bar. Like, hey, let's go to this bar and have fun. And she's like, no, blah blah blah, will be there. I'm like, no, he's like, he's over here or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's out on vacation. There's no way he'll be at this location. So let's go to this location and have fun. When he was at that location and just needed to fucking, like, get this girl in his same vicinity when she was trying not to. He's like, I'll fucking get this girl. If
Let
we
me
have
guess.
another
Was
conversation."
it like a restraining order he had against her?
No, he was just like, she doesn't want to see me because she's heard a lot about me, like, lately. But if I could just talk to her and explain to her, but she won't see me because she's pissed off. So he's like, you need to trick this girl into coming and talking to me.
And did it work out?
Yeah.
Are they like married? And
Well,
have
she
3 kids
saw
now?
him and he's like, I love you. And she's like, oh, I love you too. And it was like, he's like, you just need me to get me in the room with her. You know.
What do they do in the same in that situation where he's like, all right, and you're like, well, fuck, are we still on our date or what?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you do while that all happens? Like, you're the wingman,
Oh no.
and you're like with dinner with a friend.
She's,
and
no,
you're like,
she's so
well,
enamored. She's
it'd be
so
rude if you like if the girl and the guy left together, and you're just like, well, I guess I'm gonna pay for my own dinner or what? Like,
No, they don't give a shit after that. They're like, oh, you
just
tricked
ride
me.
off in the sunset on a
But
fucking
she's
white
like,
horse.
Thank you for tricking me. You know what I mean? She's thanking you for.
Did she
doing
have
it.
like a glint in her eye? She's like, McKay,
If it doesn't
I
work out,
understand. Thank you. Thanks for what you've
she don't
done.
give a they don't give a shit about you
No.
once you wingman them into another man's arms.
Yeah. Have you ever had assistance from someone to wingman you?
Sure, all the time. Guys like, I don't know, like the one we talked about earlier, like talking you up or something like that. Oh, this guy's a great photographer. Man, he's really good. You know what I mean? I get that kind of wingman a lot. Like, people just go up to a really hot girl or something like that and be like, oh, that's I Must Be Dead. You know what I mean? He's a great photographer. I get that probably like once a week or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wingman you up, but when like people are like, oh, hey, I'm looking for someone to do this like cool project or something like that, or like, you know, I love this kind of work. I always tell people like, oh, I've got my friend McKay, he's got this awesome portfolio. I'm talking you up, but I'm not like, I'm talking more like. You mean like if you meet a group of people, like someone kind of steps up and goes, oh, hey, he's a photographer. So it's not just some random guy. They kind of like explain who you are.
Yeah, actually.
Explain!
And I actually get that one a lot. Like, if I go out to a bar, it'll eventually, someone will say to someone else about me without me having to, like ask
If
for
they're
it.
not like letting you in the club, they're like, do you know who this guy is?
Yeah, like, not to that extent, but if I hang out with friends and someone doesn't know about me, I don't usually have to tell them. Someone will tell them about me. So I guess that feels good that I get wingman about that pretty quickly. But have you been wingman fucking recently?
No, I mean I've got hundreds and hundreds of stories of situations I've been in, but no, I'm not saying
I
I've
thought you were gonna
always
say-
got the girl. I've said I had people help me
That's what
out.
it sounded
but
like. You're like, oh well, you know.
I've scored a lot, McKay.
I've scored
believe
a lot, so the stories of what has happened to me is just massive.
Me. Maybe I'll write about them in my memoirs.
Evan's memoirs, just fucking being wingman from fucking left and right, from just fucking
The date is Tuesday, September 14th of 2008.
wingman log
Wingman log.
7030. Wingman log today.
Logged. Today was not a good day.
Today-
Oh,
Today,
men are growing weary.
tomorrow, Bobby better walk up to a bitch and say, "That guy will fuck the shit out of you, fucking," or he's in trouble. That's part of your memoir.
Yeah, memoirs. No, and I always, you know, unless I really don't like someone, I'm always okay with like setting people up with and like helping wingman situations. Like,
You have to really dislike him, not just like someone you don't know. Like, fuck that guy,
Nah,
man.
dude, if there's two strangers at a bar, I think I've done that a couple times
You
inadvertently.
wingman strangers?
I think wingmanning a stranger is like my way to give back to the community.
What would you call wingmanning a stranger? A wager?
I think if you're wingmanning a stranger, you're
Strange man?
strangering. That sounds
Strangering?
weird. That
Yeah.
sounds like strangling, but someone with like a lisp. Strangering.
Strangering?
Oh, in Asian
would
saying
you do?
strangling is saying strangering.
That'd be like just fucking someone like that's a stranger. Like what, I don't know. What is
Oh, you just got
stranger?
strangered.
Okay, so what was our point? What
I
were you
was saying-
saying?
okay, so I think it's a nice thing to do is to give back to the community. Wingman a stranger. Next time you're at a bar, and
Just
even
wingman a stranger?
if there's like two ugly people and they're like super shy, maybe like start talking to one and then like happen to go over to the other one and be like, oh hey, have you met my friend Dave? Like, have you met my friend over here? And like you don't know the guy at all, but you say that and like start talking. You know, if you're a little bit more like get the foot in the door. You could be like, okay, so if there's a guy and a girl sitting in a bar, and I'm like, oh, hey, my name's so-and-so, and talking to the girl, and I'm like, oh, hey, have you met my friend over here? And
Why
she's
would
like,
you do that?
if I'm not interested in the girl, I want to like help a stranger out.
Dude, that's a... So this...
That'd be smooth as fuck, bro. You would love
that
that.
would be smooth
Okay,
as
if you
fuck.
were at a bar and you were sitting there, you're by yourself, and all of a sudden some
Don't
stranger...
roll your eyes
No,
at
so
me.
if some stranger goes, oh, he's talking to a girl and he goes, oh, have you met my friend over here? This is my brother. And she like looks at you. He's setting you up. He's like getting a drink for himself or his girlfriend or something over there. And he's like, oh, hey, have you met my friend over here? He's a very successful kid, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
What
and you
the
go,
fuck?
and you go like, oh, hey, my name's McKay. Like you just basically have a girl like hand delivered to your
Someone
front
from
fucking
a
door.
stranger?
Yeah,
That would
from
be
a-
amazing. That's never, ever going to happen.
So what I'm saying though is like I think we could do that for people.
Why would we do that, though?
I don't know. Like
You'd
it'd
have
be a
to
Christmas miracle.
uninterested in the girl.
That's a Christmas miracle.
How often are you at the bar and a girl talks to you, Evan, and you're not interested?
No, I mean not a whole lot, I guess, but
That's what I'm trying to say is this scenario.
because you're being selfish. You think I'm
this
selfish.
is the scenario. You got to be in a bar. A girl, if you're not interested in her, you'll never hit on her. So a girl you're not interested in has to come hit on you. Then you have to have the mindset, I'm uninterested in her. Now let me pawn her off to this stranger over here who might be interested in someone I'm not interested in.
Here, you can have my
Because-
scraps.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Because never would a girl you're interested in, you pass her off to a stranger. Because he's a stranger, you don't give a fuck about him.
It's like a good salesman. You got to
So
keep
a
all your fucking.
dinosaur has
You got to
to
have
come
all
up
your
to you.
fucking leads.
Some fucking like 4-looking bitch has to walk up to you, and you're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna wingman the stranger with this girl I'm not."
This girl's
interested in."
ugly. This guy's ugly. Let's put them together and see what happens.
That's why it would be smooth as fuck because that dude would be sitting there like, "Holy shit, I just got fucking wingmaned by a stranger."
Dude,
My
I
mom
think
told
that-
me never to get wingmaned by a
Don't
stranger.
get wingman by a stranger.
She'll be ugly as fuck. He's gonna pass off a
Fat girl or something like that. It's like always like it's already going to be a step down. If the guy's like super handsome, or he's like an actor, if like Ryan Reynolds come up and goes, "Hey, this is my friend Evan here. This girl's not quite as attractive to him, but to me it might be like about like an 8 or 9, but he's used to 10s." So you always have to wingman one level down, I guess.
You know, like you said, they're scraps.
Yep.
Like so you're saying that you're being a good guy if
I'm
you're
saying
going
you're
to
the
bars and giving people scraps.
No, you're like the dominant tiger who can go out and hunt, but then like you see the other tigers in the side.
You're like
the one
feeding
who's-
the puppies.
You're like, hey, listen, here you go. Here, have some meat. I
I'm
got
a
wait,
7.
I'm so awesome at hunting that I'm just gonna give you like whatever the fuck's left over.
Dude, that'd be a great show. You just fucking go into bars and wingman 7s, just fucking ping-ponging them into other guys and shit like that. You're just like...
You just got ping ponged into this guy.
You're just like zinging 7s around, like they're all just walking up to you. You're like,
I'm like an air traffic controller. I'm like, you go here, you stand over here, you buy that girl a drink.
This would be the show. Like you walk up to the bar all smooth with like a jacket on. The girl walks up and she's like, "Oh hey," and you're like, "What's up?" "Oh man, I was just talking to my friend. He's got a huge dick. You should go fuck him." Then another 7 walks up to you and she's like, "Oh hey," and you're like, "Oh, what's up? You're pretty hot. Oh, you know my friend? He's got a mansion. You should hang out with him." That would be the show.
Or you could be like have like a guest star who's like a ninja who like is never seen by the two, but like is pushed in a certain way. You know, like he's about to sit down and she's walking past with a drink, so like the ninja like takes the chair, moves it out, so he like falls. She spills a drink. They like meet and like he buys her more drinks and goes to the friend's table and they fall in love and have
So
kids.
Dude, that's not a ninja. That's like God, because he's just like, how would you know that removing a chair is going to make these two fall in love? You'd have
You never
to
know,
have
man.
superpowers.
You're wingman and a stranger.
That's
Anything
called
can
Cupid.
happen. Cupid's arrow has
Yeah. he shoots and fucking, and then the next thing that happens, they fall in love, right? Or
Yeah.
do they just instantly look at him?
Yeah, but I mean, you could kind of engineer some of that stuff.
So
you
you'd
know,
rather be a ninja than yourself, just walking up to the bar in a smooth jacket?
No, dude. I think
ninja
I'd want to be able to have eye contact with him and be like, have like that glimmer in his eye of like.
What do girls
It's
consider
like
you?
I want to have like the unspoken moment with this guy where he like is walking away with the girl and he like looks back at me and I'm there and we have a moment where our eyes connect and I want nothing to be spoken, but I want us to both know that like I want him to say with his eyes, "Hey man, I saw what you did. I really appreciate you. I'm
Like-
gonna pay this forward. Good luck to you."
Like we said, you would never do that if you were attracted to her. So
No.
it would have to be a
I'm not gonna go in like to a Victoria's Secret fashion show and see like Adriana Lima and be like, my buddy McKay is fucking awesome.
He is awesome. Yeah.
He would love to have his dick sucked by you.
It would be a dream. You know what I mean? Then she hooks up
She'd
with
probably
me.
she would probably be like, "What is this guy gay? Like, what's
So-
his deal? Like, why is he passing me off?" Maybe
Yeah.
she'd be
She
even more
thinks you're
interested.
gay.
Maybe she'd be even more interested in me. She'd be like, "Ooh, I don't usually get rejected by guys. This is hot. I
Yeah.
want to suck your dick."
So you're not a wingman now. You were just talking about the spirit of giving with wingmanning. We were in the spirit of this month.
But I was saying
now
maybe
you're-
if you
you're
wingman
tricking
someone, you
her
could.
into blowing you. Don't do that. That's not proper
I'm
wingmanning.
saying sometimes wingman work in their favor. Sometimes they work in my favor.
Well, you're a shitty wingman if you're trying to just get all these girls to blow you from your good charity.
Well, like you said, it's usually the B list. It's the ones that are sitting on the bench,
That's what I was
not
saying.
active players.
I was saying it was pretty low. That's what I was saying is that if you pawned off a girl, he would have to be really ugly because he would have to know that, like, he would have to get the girl who's like a 4.
Yeah.
And then he would have to fucking
Yeah.
see you and recognize it.
Well, you know, it is what it is, and I'll take all the help I can get most of the time. So if any fans are out there listening, you want to wingman me a girl or McKay a girl, I think we're both okay with
pay
that.
it forward, you said?
Yeah, pay it
Wing
forward.
it forward.
Pay it forward.
We'll wing it forward.
Yeah, give back this holiday season, you know?
Can we agree with the wing it forward? Like,
Wing it forward.
let's make December wing it forward month.
Yeah, I think December should be wingman month, and that's what we say. You cheers your drink and wing it forward, man.
Yeah, but you might even be attracted to her, but wing it forward, and then someone will wing it forward to you.
It will come back
'Cause
to you.
yeah, 'cause
Karma
if
goes
you-
full circle. It's a circle,
we-
guys. It's a cycle.
Dude, you're starting a revolution because if you just walk up to that hot girl and try to get with her, it probably won't work out. But if you wing it forward to a dude, he'll do it, and
Oh
then
my God.
you'll get wing it forward like the
I see
next
what you're
time you're at a
saying.
bar.
It's gonna come back around where eventually
Everyone's
you're gonna
getting
get winged
winged
forward a girl.
Yeah.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
gets it, and then we'll all be hooking up with the girls.
I think we need to write a song about that too, like a jingle.
wing it forward. Well,
We should make a video and
wing it forward.
wing it forward.
Wing it forward.
Let's make this happen. Can we shake gentleman's handshake on this one right
We're
now?
doing it right now.
Let's do a gentleman's handshake. No, we're gonna think about this. Gentleman's handshake. Wing it forward.
All right.
All right.
Your handshake
Fu-
is
future-
future again. That
all right.
did not seem assertive.
All right. All right.
Wing it forward.
All right. Okay.
December is wing it
All right.
forward.
Future Romine, future McKay.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that we do that. If you're listening to the podcast right now, make sure that you record that idea and fucking do something about it. Because we're too high right now to write anything down.
I think you and me are going to do it, and all the listeners will do it, and then maybe in 40
Like we could have
years,
like a choir of all of our listeners, like We Are the World.
Wing it forward. Yeah. And then in 40 years, Wing It Forward December will be a big deal. And
It's like
we'll
a
know
national
that-
holiday.
that we fucking started it. All right.
Yeah.
It'll be all men will know like No Shave November and then Wing It Forward December.
I like
All
that.
right?
All right. Topic number 3.
Topic number 3.
Is it the user suggestion?
No. Don'ts and do's.
Don'ts and do's.
Don'ts and do's, and we decided to go with. I felt like it would be good to do like being a man in the holiday season. Don'ts and do's of being a man in the holiday
Yeah,
season.
not
So
in
what's-
general, but
so give me a don't.
like manly stuff.
Yeah, give me a don't. Don't. If you want to seem like a man to everyone, don't do this on the holiday season.
Well, okay. First of all, I think that with all the Christmas carols out there, Christmas songs, as a man, I think that's not the best thing is to promote that you know all the words and everything like
So
that. Don't sing.
like when people are like, "Want to go caroling?" You should be like, "Not really."
I think
You're
that's
like,
all,
"No."
I think that's a manly thing to do. I mean, because I think it'd be very unmanly if every time you're like, "Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells."
You're the guy playing the piano in the fucking sweater. And
Yeah, I think that's a pretty.
like, and you
Hey,
know,
hey, Dave,
buddy.
why don't you hop on the piano over there and sing us some Christmas carols? Like, oh,
And someone's
I'm,
like-
I'm too much of a man. I'm gonna go like work in my car or something like that. He's like, yeah, of course I will.
Yeah, that's not manly.
No.
To be a man, you got to not know many. You just need to know the melodies, like you can hum them, but you don't know all the words.
Yeah.
I don't know the words to many full Christmas carols.
Okay. So what do you think a manly thing on Christmas would do?
So a do for me, manly, would be, for some reason, having better decorations than your neighbor. Has always been like a manly thing.
The kind of rivalry thing?
Like on.
Can I tell you that my house that I grew up in Phoenix was across the street from these guys, and they went all out like day after Thanksgiving until January 1st.
They just jizz over everyone with their
Oh,
Xmas
dude, it was
fucking setup.
ridiculous. Like we had no idea the extent because we were like, okay, if they have some lights or whatever, that's fine. But no, they didn't just have lights. It's like something they've done every year. They have like plywood cutouts that are painted. They have fucking music. They have shit in the yard, lights everywhere, and then you actually can walk through their house. They have their
It's like
house.
a winter wonderland.
They had their house set up with like fucking stuffed animals and like train sets and Christmas trees.
so what you're saying
and all
is-
sorts of shit. You walk through their entire house. They have been dedicated to that.
So what you're saying is you got dominated like all your life on
Oh,
Christmas.
my dad got to the point where we didn't put any fucking lights up at all because we
He's
were
like,
just
fuck it.
No, we were more worried about people parking our fucking front lawn because they were coming in to go tour
it was an
the.
attraction.
It was a fucking
So
attraction.
your neighborhood, like this dude was so manly, he fucking built an attraction.
No, you know
That's
what?
manly, dude. That's fucking
That was
beastly.
it's manly, but
You would say that's a do, or do you think
dude,
it's
I think
overdoing it?
he's got domination over every other house in the whole neighborhood. People don't go stop at their house; they go to this guy's fucking house.
Yeah, but would you say that's insecurity, like buying a Hummer? Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna be so manly, I'm gonna set up the best Xmas decorations ever, which means like you're fucking lonely and have a small penis.
No,
or
dude,
something like that?
I think what it is once you finally like if you're in prison and you kick the biggest baddest guy's ass, you have to watch your back every single day. Like you can't just walk around and you can't just
So
blend
what-
into the crowd. Like you got to watch your back. So this guy
So
who
you go
does the
bigger and
Christmas
bigger.
lights, he's got to keep going bigger. Otherwise, he's gonna get
Someone's
surpassed.
the rookie's gonna come up and
Some
just
rookie's
fucking
gonna come in, move into the neighborhood, and be like, "Oh, this fucking
Yeah, I
guy."
was saying, is it manly for your dad to just be like, fuck it, I'm not getting in this. I'm confident in my fucking Christmas enough that I don't have to.
I've got a wife. I'm getting laid every
Yeah.
night. Like,
What
fuck
the-
you. I don't need to
give a
prove
fuck about
myself.
lights. You know what I mean? That's what your dad was a man, dude. He was like, fuck the guy. He spends all this money on
Yeah,
this
we're out of
bullshit.
fucking eggnog and rum.
I don't give a fuck
Let's go to
about
the
this.
fucking grocery store. I don't give a shit
I'm
about
gonna
life.
get shirts in a toolbox again. I don't
Yeah,
give a
fuck it.
fucking shit about this holiday. That's manly as
I'm gonna
fuck.
watch fucking football. I think watching football is a very manly thing to do on the
That's a
holidays.
do?
Because I honestly don't watch football at all. But guarantee on Thanksgiving, when I was up
you
with
watch
my
it.
family, we were watching the
Manly.
Jets and the Patriots. It was
Well,
like it was a manly thing to do.
Yeah, you have to. So you were saying if you went out and played with the kids while everyone's watching football, they'd be like,
Yeah, if you were having a
"What a
tea party
pussy."
out back with the kids, yeah, then that's not manly.
fucking football's on. And
Fucking football.
So you're saying that no one knows that you don't like football except for on Thanksgiving,
Right.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Evan's a man. He's
Except
into this
if
game."
I start commenting on it too much, I'm like, oh, that was a good field goal, or that was a
You're
good jest
like-
they just had.
You're like 5th and 47. Gosh, what does that mean? People are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That's the time. But so you would give yourself away. So you got to study up on football for on Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
you don't fucking seem like not a man.
Okay, so as far as Christmas stuff goes, though, there's still football going on at Christmas time, right? No? Is it over?
Christmas Day? I don't know.
Do you do that? No, maybe not.
I mean, I'm really into football, but I don't know if there's a fucking game on.
I would say
Christmas
something
Day.
something manly.
Yeah, there is, right?
I think there is.
Yeah,
Something
okay.
else manly you could do is chop down your own fucking tree
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and bring that shit home.
Bring it. I used to
That's
do
like
that.
in the movies and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We've done that before.
When I lived in Colorado, we did that shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. Christmas trees everywhere.
Yeah, but you can be manly when you don't chop it down. Like you go to pick it, and the manly dude's like,
Oh, you got
stand it up.
you got to like barter with the guy.
Yeah.
Be like, well, I don't know, if that's $35 tree or maybe
This
a
is a-
$25 tree.
This is a 7-footer for fucking 25. Are you out of your mind? I'm a blue collar dude. I fucking work my ass off for this Christmas tree. You're gonna fucking screw me in front of my kids? My kids are standing right here. You want $25 for a 7-foot tree?
My wife can suck your dick. Jesus Christ. $25.
Christ.
You son of a-
She's not gonna blow you, bro. Let's tone it
At
down.
night.
I'm not spending over $22. $22 final.
All right, $22.
That's
I'll do
fucking
it.
manly.
do it.
So I could be a man without chopping down a tree, okay?
All right, I'll give you that one. That was good. All right, so what did we say some don'ts are?
Don't. We need another one. We said don't know all the Christmas carols. I think you were saying one day don't cook. Like, stay out of the fucking kitchen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's one of the things where I'm thinking like, that's where the women go. I mean, you don't have to be like.
Wait, last podcast you said you weren't all about sexism. You were like pro women's rights, and now you're switching, which
Listen,
is good.
based on my life,
Can we do a
and
thumbs
my
up?
real experiences,
We can make this a thing often. Okay, we're neutral right now. Evan, right now, thumbs up, thumbs down, women's rights. I'm going thumbs down. Your thumbs up after
I'm
the
thumbs
statement
up.
you just made?
Listen, I'm saying in my own personal experience,
That's
the
a regular
women in
thing
my
now.
life are the ones that are the best cooks, and they know that. And my dad can cook as well, and my mom can cook as, or my, It's one of those things where the women just spend more time in the kitchen, and they're cooking more, and that's kind of just my
I know.
experience.
On one hand, I know, like, I agree with you. That's how life is. But I know it's so sexist to say that, like as a thing. But whatever. I'm just
Equal
gonna go-
rights in the kitchen.
Yeah, we have to pretend we're
We're gonna
equal
have a
rights.
bunch of angry protesters now. We're gonna have a bunch of emails and inbox going like, "Hey, don't you
Don't
guys?
fucking-
You
yeah.
guys lost a listener.
You lost a listener because I believe that I can cook and still fucking.
I am a proud man, and I can cook. I've gone to culinary school. I work at this restaurant. I'm a chef. You cannot say that shit about Thanksgiving. I'm
Yeah,
not.
like,
I'm
dude-
just saying, in my own personal experience, women are usually in the kitchen. That's kind of a conventional thing.
You can say it nicer than women in the kitchen. Women are in the kitchen.
At least I called them women. I didn't say
Like,
bitches.
I think saying
Bitches
the
in the
women-
kitchen.
The women, usually cook is a nicer way to say it than women in the kitchen.
What's your experience? You have the
Women
most
in
of
the kitchen,
Okay.
stay the fuck out if you want to be manly.
You got to watch football, and you got to.
I don't give a shit if you're a 5-star
Thing.
Thanksgiving. I don't give a shit if you come up with the Thanksgiving meal for Stofers. You're a genius on how to make
John
a
Stouffer,
Yeah,
thanks for coming
yeah.
over tonight. We're gonna
Like-
have you over here in the kitchen.
Yeah. If you're a man and and you're a genius on Thanksgiving cooking, like you are the shit. You came up with Boston Market. You're like the owner of Boston Market, so you know Thanksgiving like the back of your fucking hand. If you're a man on Thanksgiving, stay the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that sexist?
Well, Christmas. We're talking about Christmas, so
right,
Christmas time
Christmas.
as well.
Oh, whatever.
Okay,
Holidays.
so would you think conventionally, if you have a guy holding up a plate of cookies and with like a kiss the cook apron, you'd be like, that guy's a manly man right there.
No. Well, he could be going the same route as your father, which is I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
I like
fuck.
cooking.
I love cookies.
Yeah.
Trying to fatten my wife up,
I
so
love
none of
this-
the guys can hit on my wife if I fatten her up.
No, most times he's probably gonna be gay.
Yeah.
Like if he's
Most-
got the apron on.
That's just what I'm saying. So Christmas time, I'd say stay out of the kitchen and watch sports.
Yeah, not
walk
that there's
around,
anything
walk around
wrong
the
with being
garage.
gay,
Walk
right?
around the garage. Check out the new washing machine and like inspect it like a man. You're like looking around like, oh, is that the 70 horsepower or is that the 50 horsepower?
I think your two go-tos is pretending you like football and pretending you know about washing machines.
I'm like got it like Wikipedia on like Maytags. I'm like, oh, what the fuck model is this? That was the new year that the spin wash
What dude
design
is-
was actually enabled. They're like, holy shit, you know a lot about washing machines.
What dude hates his family so much that he's fixing a washing machine on fucking Christmas Day?
I'm saying you kind of do like the walk around, like okay, kick the tires in the golf cart or whatever, you know. All right, so let's get one more do about Christmas.
Okay, to be a man.
To be a man in Christmas,
To be a
like
man in
Christmas, like presents, everything. Like
Oh, I got a good one. Never mind. What was I gonna say? I had another don't, which is like don't wrap presents. Like don't like girls put them in a fucking box and there's bows and there's fucking like it's all pretty and shit like that. Like a man's usually like, oh here I got you this thing. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like you give it to a friend, it's not wrapped up with a bow and shit like that. You're just like, oh here Evan, I got you this coffee table book.
Best Buy gift
Yeah,
card.
yeah. Here Evan, I got
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Seem like your present.
Well, I guess who's going to Starbucks until this thing's gone?
Maybe you really cared about your present, but seem like you don't give a shit. Like, hey, Evan, yeah, here.
That is
I got
kind of
you
like a
$50
manly
gift card.
thing. I didn't even put my coat on.
All right, so let's go to next topic. Yeah,
Yeah, let's go next topic.
I'm just gonna say you and me are pretty manly on Christmas.
Well, fuckers, I just started a fire with my bare hands and a machete.
Literally, he's burning his hands and he's creating the fire. Okay, use your suggestion. Oh fuck, we don't have it.
We didn't pick it out.
Can you get onto your phone quicker or me?
All right, talk about something else.
No, let's just. I think it was. I'm just gonna like what I told you. We'll just go with what I thought it was. Someone said, "Where would?" I think they said, because we're both photographers. They're like, what place would you?
Oh,
most
what's
wanna
like your
photograph
ultimate
in?
destination
Yeah,
spot to like
yeah.
photo shoot?
I think they said that, but regardless if they did or not, we're going with that. So, Evan, like, if you could do a photo shoot anywhere, like, you could pick anywhere in the world you wanted to go photo shoot, where would that be?
I would love to have a lot of money to spend and stuff like that in Australia. There's so many cool beaches with like cliffs and
You just
stuff
got
like
back
that.
from there though.
No, but what I'm saying is like if it was like a photo shoot destination. I mean, I went out there and I did 2 photo shoots, but like I would have loved to.
Yeah, but you don't have a bucket list like somewhere you've never been. You've already been to Australia. Like,
Well, I stopped at the airport in Fiji, and like there's all sorts of cool islands in Fiji.
yeah.
I would have loved to have stopped and gone there. So like that'd be such a cool destination, especially. Like, okay, me realistically, if I went to Fiji to do a photo shoot, I'm in good with one of the agencies out there in Sydney now. I could be like, hey, how much would it, cost for a flight from Sydney to Fiji and like fly out like some bomb Australian model?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope.
Okay, mine's a little weird. You might like this. I'd like to be the first person to like.
The moon. You want to do a photo shoot
I
on
was
the moon?
going to say the moon. Let's cheers with the microphones.
All right. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was
Let's
a cheers.
do it harder. Then.
Hold on, I want to break these microphones.
Okay.
Let's agree to gentleman's
break-
agreement not to break the microphones.
All right. Yeah, dude, I want to be the first person to photo shoot on the moon. Someone's like, "What's your idea?" Like a real one, like they.
So she'd be like in a spacesuit.
She'd be in half a spacesuit, bro. You got to keep it sexy. She'd be like. She'd
Like
be
you get like a see-through,
half space,
like a
space
see-through
suit
space suit,
with just the helmet on.
but like just the helmet on, so you could like see all of
She's
her.
like posing with the Earth in the background and shit like that.
like she's like holding it up like a fucking beach ball, giving it a kiss, like all super, yeah.
That would be I would be the first photographer to photo shoot on the moon.
All right, well, I'm gonna change mine to. I'm gonna be the first photographer to shoot on fucking Mars.
Oh man, come on. Why do you?
Moon, man, really? You can't get more than like 650 million miles away? Really? That's your range?
Yeah, but like,
What about like a galaxy or nebula or something like that?
just fucking go to like the first person to photo shoot an alien, like
like a
fucking
sexy alien
planet?
with like 3 boobs?
like a real one,
Yeah.
because I'm on an alien planet.
Do alien ladies have boobs? I like to think they
Maybe
do.
not.
I like
Maybe
to
not.
think that maybe they can change forms, and what they do is
That'd
they
be real
kind of
advanced.
they're like green slimy people or whatever, but they're like come to Earth and
Oh.
they're like, oh, we've changed into a form that is
Yeah.
more
Could you-
acceptable to you.
Yeah, but if you saw the process, like sometimes you watch food being made and you're like, ew, that's disgusting. I don't want to eat that. Like if you saw a girl that was green slime turn into Jessica Alba, would you still want to blowjob
I
from
would
her?
close my eyes and fucking pretend.
You don't have to close your eyes. She looks like Jessica Alba, but you saw the
Oh,
process.
in that case, I would keep my eyes open though.
You saw this green slime. Yeah, fuck it, right?
And
I
she
don't
just
give a
like
shit.
she just like forms from like a puddle of green slime and just like gonna like T1000s up into like Jessica Alba.
Well, seeing Silver turn into Jessica Alba like T1000 is a
be
little more
fucking hot.
Is a little more sexy than green slime turning into Jessica Alba.
Bubbles and stuff.
Wow, we are racist. We're racist against fucking slime colors.
Right?
Also.
It could be whatever color slime, guys.
No rights for green slime.
No
fucking.
rights for- This is an anti-slime
We like that
podcast.
silver stuff.
Fucking slime can go. Suck
Yeah, so let's have thumbs up or thumbs down for green slime. Right.
I'm gonna say down.
Thumbs down.
Now, thumbs down. No rights for them.
No rights for green slime.
Fuck green slime. If you're listening and you're a fan of green slime, why don't you just go ahead and
Shut
stop
the-
the podcast?
get the fuck outta
Shut
here.
it down. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. So, I'm kind of confused on how we got to that. So, what were we talking about?
Photo shoot locations.
Oh, like
I
photo shoot
kind of told you
location.
mine. Like
You would outdo me, right?
I kind of want to know. I think a realistic one, if you were to
I could
actually
do
say like,
Mars.
Evan, I've got 1,000 like extra miles for you, or like 10,000 like airplane miles. I want to take you to a.
Are you
photo
trying
shoot.
to? Are you? You know I have those miles. Are you trying to? Are you trying
No,
to trick me
I'm
into
just
something?
saying. Like, I mean, like, okay, Evan, I know you want to like shoot in Fiji, so I got
I feel
you.
like you're being
I booked you,
subliminal
like,
because
a
I do have
casino.
like a fucking 150,000 miles. We talked about this. I could fly us to Fiji. Let's go to Fiji.
Yeah, dude. All
right.
Let's do it. Do you got for 3 people?
No. Why would we need 3 people?
A model.
No. I don't want to shoot a
miles
model
we
from
get there?
here over in this. I'm shooting some foreign bitches, man.
Okay.
You went to Australia. You shot a bunch of foreign. That must have been a
So
blast.
we stay out in Fiji for a couple of days. Maybe
Yeah.
we fly in a model. We save
shoot-
up our money, or use another flight ticket to fly in a model from like Australia.
No, we get a model in Fiji. What the fuck?
Fijian girls.
Yeah.
we could do that.
We take picture of. There's got to be some beautiful girls on Fiji.
All right. So on Earth, what would be your top location?
All right, so it would. Fiji's nice, and sometimes you look at those resort pictures and you're like, wow, it's like a tiki hut on top of the water or something like that. You're like, I would love to stay there, shoot there. I guess I'd like to go shoot a model in Japan, like.
Oh, like the really like classic stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
the cool buildings,
Well,
and
just
architecture.
all over Japan. Like Japan's like one of my #1 countries to go to, just in general, even if I wasn't shooting. So naturally, it's kind of like my shooting destination. Also, I'd love to go.
I just saw a picture of a girl. She was on a horse, and it was like a. It almost looked like forced perspective. There was a gigantic cherry blossom tree right behind her, and it was just all these like really cool pink colors, and it was a girl on a horse, and I was like, "That's fucking awesome." Japan
just has such a different like landscape and culture to us that I feel like I could take pictures out like in all the beautiful places, also in their industrial places.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good spot too. I like your answer on that one. I think I like just the privacy and the seclusion of the beach and stuff like that. And I think that gives a really cool mood.
Well, here's the fun part: is you and me don't have to pick. We can just do them both, right? At some point in time, you gotta get enough fucking plane miles. So
let's set that shit up.
Do you wingman me on the whole trip if I pay for the flight ticket, or do you get like the if I'm like, Evan, I'll fly you to Fiji, but all these models, you're wingmanning the shit out of me.
Okay, so what I do is you go get like a table or something like that in the corner of the room, and I go up to girls and I look over at you and go, "Is this one good?" And you either give me the thumbs up, like, "Yeah, I want that one," or thumbs down, I'm gonna wingman that. I'm gonna wing it forward to you.
You're gonna wing forward the ones I thumb up and everything, and you're gonna take the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, you basically say, like, you kind of mark your territory. So I'm walking around like, "Hey, my name's Evan. I've got this friend." I look over here, and if you give me the thumbs up, I go, "My friend up here."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you doing? You're doing that most of the time if I pay for your ticket to Fiji,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
Okay.
You get first pick.
All right.
On all the Fijian prostitutes.
Prostitutes.
She's very clean.
You don't have to wingman a prostitute, bro. They just cost money.
Well, if you're paying for it, I guess that's wingmanning it.
No, it's not. It's just paying for it.
Okay, if you get me to the Fiji with your Sky Miles, and I go, "All right, man, I'm gonna wingman you right now," and I pay up for a prostitute.
Just don't let me know that you paid for it, and then it's.
Be like, "All right, here's what I want you to do. Here's $10,000. Actually, that'd be a lot for a Fijian prostitute.
She'd probably do it for like $200.
All right. Hey, if you want to make a quick $200, pretend like you're a waitress that just got off her shift.
Go fall in love with my friend and
go fall in love with my friend over there. Don't let him know you're a prostitute. Here's the money. I already took care of it.
Wow,
prepaid.
We're putting a low number on Fijians.
All right. Well, dude, Fijian dollars, 200 might be like
cost here. How much?
I've never hired a prostitute here.
Dude, can you do that for me? That's what I want for Christmas. Hire a prostitute, have her follow me to a bar, and she just walks in casually, like trips over me, and then she falls in love with me, and then she blows me, and then that's my Christmas gift.
You wake up in the morning, you like reach over, and like the space where she laid was gone, and you're like, "Where'd she go?" And she's
gone.
like, she's gone.
She leaves a note. She's like, "I really love you, but this is an ulterior life. I love you, but I have to give you up. I'll never see you again." So I
don't write. Don't try to find me.
Don't try to find me. So I just think it's real the whole time, right?
Yeah, and you just have that moment in your life where you're like, all right, there's
what
some
I want
love.
for
That's the
Christmas.
spark.
How much would that cost you? I'll buy that for you if you buy that for me. Dude, now we can never trust any girl who ever loves us ever because I'll be like, someone's fucking tricking me right now.
Yeah.
This bitch is fucking being paid by Evan. I've been going out with her for 7 months. He is poor.
It's a fucking lie. That's like best man at your wedding. Like, is there any reason these two shouldn't be together? I'm like, wait.
I paid her.
I paid her. She was a prostitute.
She's a prostitute.
You need to know.
Okay, I don't have any money anymore. I got kicked out of my house. I've been paying for your fucking wife. I've been paying for your wife for 18 years.
You owe me a lot of money, buddy, for your wife. Payback's a bitch.
That girl, that would be her living, just fucking being paid by you to long con me.
Yeah. So I picked Fiji for the seclusion of the islands and stuff like that. Really
Japan.
tropical. You picked Japan.
Just for the culture and it's different than here.
I like both our answers.
Okay.
I would like to go along with you, and I think I'd like to have you along on the shoot in Fiji.
So you're taking me to Fiji, and I'm taking you to Japan?
Yeah.
That's expensive, but let's do it.
Okay. All right. I think we should go.
Let's shoot some Japanese and Fijian girls.
Okay. I'm down for that. I like that.
Wingman Fijian and Japanese girls all up into our business.
I like that. Let's do that.
All right. Next topic.
Next topic.
Sorry, I'm smoking and coughing. That was your suggestion, right?
Yep.
So number 5 is gambling.
Oh my God.
We have scratch-offs.
Ding 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 ding.
So I brought out the scratch-offs. We're gonna scratch these on air, and if we win a lot of money,
we're not gonna do anything.
I'll talk while you scratch yours, and then you talk while I scratch mine.
Okay.
That sounds pretty disgusting, but you know.
We
put quarters down here, bro.
Oh, you got quarters?
I got quarters.
Holy shit! You didn't even know quarters had the
No, no, no.
ridges.
It's on another level. Here's a magazine to put the scratch off on. Boom.
Oh my god!
Like you have a surface
I've never
to
seen you
scratch.
more prepared for anything in your entire life.
I don't usually prepare for things. Can you see the rules? Can you just scratch everything? We're out in the dark here. People, I don't know if we discussed this, but
Okay, no, this is easy. This is the black pearls, and what you do is it's got a 3x5 grid, and
No,
it has
just
there's four
scratch
numbers
it.
at the top. It says you gotta scratch your winning numbers, and
just fucking scratch it. As long as you understand it, I don't need them to understand the scratch off.
okay.
But like, we're doing this because we like to get high and drink and gamble. So we like to be a little bit. Watching you gamble by firelight is you look pretty homeless right now.
I'd like someone to take our picture. I think we should hire someone to come to the
To
next
just photo
podcast.
shoot?
Maybe when we do at the smoke shop.
Just to take pictures as we podcast.
Yeah,
And then
like
we'll
some
gamble on there
promo
also.
photos for the website. I think anyone listening right now would probably like to see what we look like and what we do in our lives. So
It's pretty pathetic looking, don't you think?
no, man,
Oh,
I got dressed up nice for this.
All
I
right.
took a shower.
Yeah,
I
but
got
your
my
position
boots
in
on,
that
new
chair
pants.
is you're sitting in a camping chair. It's
Well,
not like
if
a
we do-
manly
if
position.
we have someone video, we're gonna. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm not gonna try to hide anything from
All right,
viewers.
keep
I'm
scratching
gonna be
off.
myself. I think that's the thing.
Keep scratching off.
All right.
Are you gonna win, Evan? If you won like $1 million right now, would you buy me?
I would drop the
something?
mic and get the fuck out of here.
You would quit the fuck-ass? Wouldn't you have time for nothing but the fuck-ass if you just won like $1 million?
If I could do a podcast every single day, I wouldn't have to work. I'd actually use my wealth to get you out of work too, so you could just hang out and be my buddy and scratch your tickets
You
all
pay
day.
me to be your friend. Here's $1 million. Be my friend and use this money to trick me that I'm in love with a girl. So you're just paying for everything. I'll do that for you.
I'll do
Just
that for you. I want to be your limo driver too.
Yeah, put me in charge of your finances, like a fucking basketball player does with his friend or something. It's like, oh, I just got a deal with Nike. Here's $100 million. Just hang out with me.
Here's what I want you to do. Okay, so I'm a millionaire or whatever. I want to hire you to be my driver, but like when I send girls home and like in the morning, be like, oh, Jeremy will take you home. And you're like, hello, my name's Jeremy. I'm the limo driver. But like what you're doing is I'm giving you the scraps. Because they're in the car with you. I'm like, oh, my friend, my associate McKay here will drive you home in the morning. When
Do I
you're
get to
ready
fuck
go.
the girls in the limo all the time?
Yes, that's
Just-
exactly what you do. I start off, I get them hot, I get them ready to go, sleep with them,
Then I bang them all over
and
the
then you
limo
bang them out. And
with champagne and shit like that. As they're like, you fuck them, or you denied them, and you're just sending them home, right? So they're just fucking sad, and they thought they were in love with a millionaire or something like that. So they're vulnerable. So I take advantage of them in the
you
limo.
pick them up off the rebound. All right, so let me
I'll
see
do
how
that.
this works. So we've got our winning numbers.
Did you win? You scratched everything?
Match any of your numbers to the winning numbers. Win prize shown on that number. Reveal the clam to win the prize automatically.
Did you win?
Hold on, I still gotta figure it out. I can't see
You said
anything
you,
with the firelight.
dude. You were all confident before, and now you're fucking lost. I'm gonna put this cigar down. Start scratching mine, so people
Here, just don't let.
don't have to wait a fucking half hour for us to figure this out. So mine is different though than yours.
You got a different one?
Yeah. Well, I just told him as a tribute to my personality. Usually, like when I order at restaurants or if I go to the gas station, I'm like, oh, just give me whatever. Here's $5. Just give me some gambling. I don't care. Or at a restaurant, I'll just be like, yeah, just bring me whatever you want, like whatever meal you think would be good, and they bring that to me. Do you know if you won yet?
I didn't
21.
win. I did not win. Yeah.
21.
Thanks for wasting my fucking time.
I bought it. Why did you be such an asshole, bro?
I guess, okay, you know what, I'm sorry for that. Because if I would have won, I would have been all happy and, like, I would have been like, we're going to share this together, you took care of this, you made this happen. I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck you, man, I didn't win.
But like,
Did you, wait, so what game do you got?
I don't know. I'm not going to try to describe it. I'm just going to scratch it. But like, do you ever gamble besides scratch-off tickets? Like, do you go to the casino?
No,
and shit like that?
I don't really go to, if I'm at a casino, like in Sydney when I was there, they had, like, bars and they'd have slot, like the slot machines and like the machines there, and I lost a little bit of money just kind of fucking around. But I mean, I think real gambling takes like a lot of dedication to like make sure that you're there. It's either dedication or stupidity to think that you're gonna just keep feeding money to this machine and you're gonna eventually someday it's gonna spit some of the money back out at you.
Well, you're talking about slots, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh fuck. I think. Well, my conclusion is that I don't think I won, but I think we're both a little. It's dark and we're incoherent a little bit, so we'll check those later. Like that would be a tragedy if like on air we're like, oh, we didn't win, and they people knew how fucking high we were because we won $45,000. Like looking at them later,
We'll update the website later. Like, guys, it turns out we actually did win that money.
like right now I feel like we lost our asses. God damn it! But we'll check that when I can actually read.
Hey, you know, but it's kind of like the dating game. You know, you got to get out there and you gotta buy some scratcher tickets. You
One
gotta
day-
ask these ladies
one
out.
day
You
you'll
gotta
hit it,
talk to
right?
them. You know, what's it gonna hurt? They're gonna say no. You're gonna you know
they're gonna
have an empty
you
scratch
can't
card.
compare women to scratch-off tickets because that's a
Yeah, you
corporation trying to fuck you over.
Yeah,
Like
I
they're
guess-
always gonna win, whereas the girl, she might like you back. You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
not always trying to fuck
So my
you.
advice to listeners is, get out there and you got the holiday season. It's gonna be nice and romantic out there with the snow falling and the Christmas decorations and mistletoe.
You're not sounding manly on. Don't describe the holiday season as a fucking. Is a don't on being a man, which
Yeah.
you just did. You just sounded like you would know the carols and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go chop down a tree or something like that.
You're gonna. Oh, you gotta make up for it.
Yeah, I gotta add some manliness to my life now.
Anyways, like gambling. So I like to play cards and shit like that.
Do you?
Yeah, I like to fucking bet on football here and there.
Do you ever what's your biggest take? Like, what's your biggest score?
Oh fuck, I don't know. Maybe like is bingo considered gambling? Because I've won bingo before. It's kind of like gambling. You pay money for a ticket, right? And then they
Yeah.
pull numbers. Bingo is like gambling made into a game. So like I won a blackout at like a bingo hall once, and it was like $400. Is that considered gambling, or are you
That's
considering like
pretty
a bet or something like that?
No, I mean, yeah, it'd be different if I mean, you won $400. That's pretty awesome. But have you ever like put a quarter in a slot machine and hit the
Won like
crank and
$300.
just won like a bunch of money?
I think I've like hit a jackpot, but not a big one. Yeah, or I think the biggest win is playing cards. Like I probably won a tournament or something and won like another $400 or $500 or
Yeah.
something like that. But like I've never won
Like
anything
not
a
based
slot.
on luck.
Slots just fucking take my money. I don't know why, like you said, why anyone would ever play a slot, because it's just like
If you go to any casino at any time of day, you're gonna see like maybe not hundreds, but like lots of people just sitting in there, chain smoking and you just hitting that thing all over. You know, cranking the slots.
yeah, what is that about? It looks like death. Like looking at someone on
They're
a slot
zombies,
machine.
dude. They're just they're like plugged in, and
They're not
just
even
sitting there
interested in it. Like this. Like you slouch in your chair, you just sit there and slam a button for like, what is going on? Like, what is the deal with that? Like, what you might as well just throw your money away. Like, dude,
Or like go like whatever money you were gonna spend on gambling, just like have that and go to like the gym or go to whatever. And I guarantee, like after you do it for a month, you're gonna forget about gambling.
Are you a fucking motivational speaker for getting people off addicted to gambling? You should go to like Vegas and do a seminar. You walk on the stage and you're
Hey
like,
guys, in the next
Hey,
8
go to the
hours,
gym.
I'm gonna be talking to you about how to do this.
get
No.
off slots. What would be the name of your show? Just fucking
No, dude,
Slots are evil.
I don't think I would ever be able to allow to be doing that. I think Donald Trump would send his hit squad out and be like, "Oh, so you're gonna like
You think
tell
you'd be
people that-
assassinated if you started a program?
by the moguls of Las Vegas? Like, oh, anti-gambling, huh? Well, guess what?
It would
Fuck
be
you.
Gambler, isn't there a Gamblers Anonymous or something like
Break
that?
my
So-
legs.
So if you started a fucking Slots Anonymous and you were on TV and shit,
There'd be like bricks to my window, and like they'd like murder my cat, like hang him up, and be like, "We're sending you a message."
and then they eventually murder your ass, right?
Yeah,
Fucking-
they'd have to
so
assassinate me.
You'd get fucking assassinated if you were against slots, right?
Dude, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and I mean, I'm not gonna try to help someone. I think if you're sitting there playing slots all day long, you're kind of like too far gone.
So are you saying that we're on our way to delinquency like that because we just played scratch offs? Is that
No,
Should we
dude,
stay
there's-
away
there's
from those?
different. We were
having a good time?
We're having a good time. You
Bring a
know?
little bit of gambling
We're
in the
living
show?
large. You and I, we're at the point where we got money. We can do what we want. I mean, at least I've got some money.
You can just do what you want.
I can do what I want, dude.
I'll do what I want. You got, how much money require? Like, you could just go fucking fuck bitches and do whatever the fuck you want. Is that how much money you have, or do you mean like?
I mean, like you basically every week you're always like, oh man, my bank account's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know what
up
to
and
do.
down.
I don't have to pay rent this month. I might have to suck someone's dick. I don't know, man. Can you like give me?
You're
some...
saying you're secure.
I'm saying I'm feeling pretty secure. I've got a good cushion.
A cushion.
A cushion of cash.
So what were we saying? As far as gambling, we were just having fun, right?
Yeah, I don't like to gamble. You know, I think I know that there's statistics out there saying that like you're not gonna come up ahead, and any jackpots I've ever won gambling have brought me back up to just below the level of what I started gambling with. If it's like, okay, I won $150, but I lost $200.
Or you keep playing and lose it eventually, right? You're like, you like spend $500.
You're like up like to $800, and you're like, oh fuck, it's money I didn't have before anyways. Let's see if I can hit big jackpot.
You just
so
keep
you just gamble
gambling.
that $300 away real quick.
You just keep gambling.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
So are we trying to say, yeah, don't gamble, folks?
I'm saying don't gamble.
Unless you're having a good time.
I think if you have a good
you got
time,
a girl
like,
on your arm.
Yeah, like, hey, do you want to go to the casino tonight?
You got a suit. You know what I mean? You got a bow tie and a
Looking
suit.
sharp. You go to Las Vegas for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Like, you can gamble.
Yeah, let's throw
all in good
couple
fun.
$100 down on the craps
you
table.
You can buy a hooker.
Yeah. You could get, you know what I mean, for your friend. If you won like $1,000 fucking gambling, would you spend it on like a really nice hooker for yourself, or 2 okay hookers for you and me? Like, we're in fucking Vegas and you win, $2,000. Is it? Are you getting a $2,000 hooker, or are you getting a 1,000 hooker and I get to?
Wouldn't that be fucked up if I have a $1,000 hooker and you're just sitting there watching?
Wait a sec, but that's if you won $2,000.
She'd probably charge you extra if there was some other guy watching.
Is that extra?
I think so.
Like, if your friend's gonna stay in here, that's an extra $200.
Cough it up, honey.
If he's gonna sit there with his camera and fucking jack off, then I need another money.
Yeah, if he's just sitting there, that's fine. But if he starts touching his dick, then I'm gonna have to add some money on there for you, sweetheart.
Wait, does she have the presence of mind to get fucked by you and watch me for if I'm touching my dick or not?
Where's the eye contact go? You have to specify. Be like, I want you to make eye contact with me the whole time. Pretend like he's not even here.
So, what was your answer? Are you going to spend more money on yourself if you win the jackpot, or are you going to help me out?
No, dude. I would get 2 $500 hookers. One for you, one for me. Even the odds.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good millionaire. Like, a guy who becomes a millionaire, like, has a posse around, and he helps them out and shit like that, rather than just hoarding it to himself, you know?
Yeah, dude. I'd do that all the time. I think that's the kind of rich guy I'd be. I'd have some friends and I'd help them get, what they need, and if they want to like do a hobby, or
how do you distinguish who's taking advantage of you or not?
I think you're probably gonna know. I mean, I think you're gonna know when the people are.
How
legit.
many hookers do I get from you until I'm taking advantage of you? You're like, McKay, I can't buy you a $500
Hey, listen,
hooker.
man. You've been sending me these bills to my agent, like for these like $900 hookers. Like,
no, your agent would call you, right?
Yeah.
Your friend McKay is out of control with these hookers.
Put an end to this.
I know that you guys are best buds, but he's really fucking taking a toll on you and your family with his hooker fucking appetite. Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's a mess. He can't even hold himself up anymore.
What's my fucking allowance of hookers a month from a rich Evan Romine?
Dude, I think if you were Evan Romine's like limo driver, something like that, you wouldn't have to get hookers anymore. You'd just have bitches be like, hey, you get your scraps. You get your scraps that I send out to you.
I don't want the scraps, man. I want the things that you're getting, the $1,000.
Oh, so
hooker.
the scraps are better than a whore?
Well, it depends how they look, right? I mean, I wouldn't want like a level 5 scrap. Like, I'd rather have sex with a
like
level 10 whore
like
than a
an
level
8 or
5.
10 whore.
Yeah,
versus a 5
I'll
or
forgo
6 scrap.
I'd rather fuck a girl based on monetarily rather than emotionally if she's hotter.
Hey, McKay, what's up? It's Evan. I got a 5 scrap for you. Are you interested?
I'm just saying that.
No, man, I'm good tonight. I don't think I need a 5 scrap. I'm good.
What I'm saying is that the guilt I would get from fucking a level 10 whore would be the same guilt I would get from fucking a depressed level 5 scrap from you.
Dude, listen, if you were working for me as a limo driver, you would not. The only thing you have to worry about is your dick skin rubbing off because you're getting so much ass.
What I'm saying is I would rather have the hooker because, I'm not getting her because she likes me. Both ways. Like, I'm either getting her because she's depressed that she's a scrap from you, or I'm getting her because you paid for it.
Or because she's depressed that she has to resort to hookering.
They don't like me, neither of them, yeah. So I'll take the level 10 I'll take the level 10 whore because I could feel less bad about that.
Yeah, I'm too much of a romantic. I feel bad. I feel bad for the whore. But like, hey,
So you wouldn't hire a whore for me?
I'd hire a whore for you.
Oh,
But
you
I
would
think
do a whore for
I
yourself?
think I would rather.
What the fuck?
I think I would rather not have a whore from you, but rather like put the effort in to like find like a good-looking girl or a model or someone like that and be like, Evan,
If you're paying them, you're
I found
paying
this
them. What do you mean? You're saying you're going to just... If you were rich, it doesn't matter. You would never buy a whore. You would just try to wingman girls into me?
I don't know. I think
What's
I think I'd rather go for the $1,000 whores than the $500 ones.
You're
So I
saying-
think maybe like
Were you saying you were into whores, or you would, if you won the $1,000 jackpot, I get a $1,000 whore, and you get to just sit in the corner and not touch
if
yourself?
the tables were. All right, if the tables were turned and you had the option, if you were in Las Vegas, you were up $1,000, and you said, I could either get myself a hooker or I could get one for myself and one for Evan. Which would you do?
Well, you said you're not into it. I don't want to force you into a whore. I'll take the $1,000 one if you're not going to fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, but I still want to get laid, so like maybe you should like go out to the bars and help wingman me a little bit.
Well, then, no, I would say this. I was like, Evan, look, I just won $1,000, and per this stupid game, I have to spend it on whores in some fashion. So I will take $500 and hire myself a nice whore. But since you're not into whores,
here's $500 to go see a show. To go see like a
buy her some tickets, buy her a nice dinner, take her gambling a little bit, and fuck this girl. I'm gonna go fuck this whore real quick.
I made you reservations at this restaurant.
Yeah.
All you have to do is like find a girl, show up, and it's all taken care of.
Just tell her that, look in your eyes and say, "Come with me."
Say, baby, I've got $500 for you tonight.
I'm gonna blow it all on you.
All on you, baby.
And then hopefully you get laid. Maybe not. I'll just go.
Well, it's a guarantee. It's like it's like box number 1 is a guarantee you're gonna have sex, and box number 2 is like, well, you could eventually have sex, but it's not guaranteed. Like it could just be a peck on the cheek at the end of the night. It could be a handshake.
Dude, if
it
I
could be a
spend
blowjob.
$500 on my jackpot on you and you don't fucking secure this
You
girl
don't
with
close
tickets,
the deal?
Yeah, if you don't close the deal,
That's disrespectful.
what does that say about my personality? Where I'm just like, fuck all that shit. Like, I guess I could get laid if I took this girl to this nice Circus Olay show, went to like Mario Batali's restaurant, fucking did all this shit, and she still didn't lay me. I'll just take the whore.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
Is that gambling? Does that have anything to do with gambling? That we were talking about what we do with our winnings. I wouldn't spend $1,000 on either of those things, but
I'd be like, that could pay for my rent for like a long time.
Okay, cool, yeah. Some new photography equipment.
Or go on a vacation or something like that. I'd be like,
Well-
okay, that's money to go to Fiji.
Let's make a deal on this podcast then. If we're both lonely and have all the money that we want when we go to Vegas, let's get some.
Holy
Can you say
shit!
that?
I got an idea.
Let's get some horse.
Can we do a remote podcast from like Casino
Vegas?
Arizona or something like that? We could do Vegas, but
Let's have the whore that we hired on the Fuckcast. Like, do we put her
we're
on?
paying you for an hour. We don't want to have sex with you. We want you to be on our podcast.
Oh, I thought we were gonna fuck her and then have her on the podcast, or have her on the Fuckcast before we fuck her.
Well, if we're sitting in this arrangement where we're facing each other, she could sit in the middle and give us the ski poles.
You want to have her fucking her while we're doing the Fuckcast? I was talking about before or after. You're talking about doing dead turning. I could not fuck ass, fucking high, drunk, and having a whore
Oh,
just
dude, that'd
do
be the
work.
trifecta. That'd be the best thing ever.
It would just be a lot of awkward sounds during the fucking... Like, instead of letting us go, 1 second, she's finishing it up.
Jessica, can you put her log on the fire? The whore's name is Jessica. I don't think that's a real name.
That's a slave.
Probably not a real
Unless
name.
you're, like...
Yeah,
Would
well,
we-
hey, it's a thing. We can have a full
Would you
hour.
ever-
We can do whatever we want.
Would you have a whore who, like, you don't fuck her, but you just have her put wood in a fire for fucking an hour? It's the Christmas fucking season. There's
Oh
gotta
man,
be a
that'd be
weirdo
the
out
best
there.
thing ever. Is if you're rich, is hire whores to do things like, hey, Craigslist. Like, I'd really love to hire this whore, but I want you to mow my lawn.
I'd hire a whore to
I'm rich.
fucking-
I can do whatever I want.
I'd hire the whore to make our Christmas dinner, so everyone comes over and watches football, and they're like, "Who the fuck is that hot ass bitch cooking?" Dude, it's women in the kitchen. All right, don't worry about it.
We got it all
Don't-
taken
we
care
can-
of this year.
we-
No expense spared.
I'm trying to watch a football game.
I won the fucking scratcher
Yeah.
ticket. I've got
Just-
billions of dollars.
Let her fucking cook. It's women in the kitchen.
Yeah, she's not wearing any clothes except for an apron for Christmas.
That's what I'd spend my jackpot on.
Yeah, you go to like the family like like table to get like Christmas cookies, and it's like on like a nude body. Like pick the
You would
pick
have
the cookies off of the nude
cookies
model's
served
body.
off a whore. Would you eat cookies off of a whore, dude?
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah.
I'd probably go for the ones that are not near the crab section of the women body.
Oh, that
the prostitute body.
You don't like foreplay.
I guess so. I like foreplay.
I
So I think gambling is I'll do it for fun, but I'm not like addicted. I don't really like to go to the casino and spend money because I feel like I waste it.
Well, I used to play a lot. I used to gamble like on sports and go to the casino a lot, but these days I'm just kind of too busy too. And like I kind of realize that the house is always going to win unless you get super lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's possible, but it's kind of a long
So
shot.
I just go for a good time. Like we should go soon.
Let's do
Wanna
it.
Go to the casino.
Let's go.
Let's go get some girls under our arms.
Have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe take a you know, not a limo, but like, you know, we could. For my house, it's really just up the street and over, so we could take like a town car or something like that.
Like you're saying, we could do one from Vegas, or we could do one from here. Like
we need to
should
hire
do one in L.A.
We need a camera crew, and we need someone to follow us around and record audio.
Well, we need to go when we go to L.A. Let's do me, you, and Casey, and we'll fucking go to the casino. And well, can she go to the casino?
No, she can't.
Oh fuck.
So we might be doing a remote podcast here, not next week, but the week after next.
Yeah, in L.A.
In L.A.
Yeah, we'll be in L.A.
Yeah,
We'll
so we're gonna go on a little road trip to L.A. We're gonna shoot some stuff, and we're thinking we're gonna do a podcast with Casey. I think if anyone on the site has seen any of our work, you know Casey. She's the redhead with freckles, our good friend. We love her, and she's out in
Just
Los
look
Angeles
up
right
Google
now.
Casey Ann Hill.
Yeah, Casey.
So
Ann
look
Hill.
forward to that. I think what time? Let's look at the time. Don't want to keep these people here fucking all
Well, we
night.
talked about a lot of stuff today.
You think we're
I
good?
think we're good.
Okay,
That's
well, do you have anything amusing to say? What do you think we're going to name the Fuckcast 15?
I don't know.
There's a lot of
can't
good stuff.
I'm sure we're going to come up with a title once we re-listen to it. One of the traditions that we have on the show is that we record the show
and then we name it.
and then we listen to it right afterwards.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think people know that, but for you and me, it's funny doing them. But you and me actually get a kick out of listening to it directly after. Like we record these.
well, we're still
and-
kind of like riding our high, you know.
Yeah, we're still a little high, and then we're still a little high, and then we go and we re-listen to it. Like we're about to end this, and we're gonna put it on rewind and replay it. And that's me and Evan's favorite part of doing the Fuckcast is just listening to it while we're high right after it. So hopefully you guys get the same amount of enjoyment. We're at 15 now.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more.
I think we're
working on
getting
lots of
better.
things, Yeah.
I think we're working, and we're gonna have more guests on. We're gonna just try to improve, and please subscribe and tell your friends. And that's about it. All right. Thank you for listening to Fuckcast 15. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Guys.